Hopefully that fixed it. Let's see. Okay, that was weird. Um, alright, so we meet again. Good afternoon. Evening, actually. It is 6, as always. LOL. Yeah, okay. So, it is Sunday, so we're going to do some reading. Actually, not going to do some reading, but we are going to talk about this book, Atomic Habits. I have only read one chapter. Hold on, let me see how many there are, because we could just turn this into, I was going to say a week, but actually that would be like 2 months. A series. The appendix is huge. Okay, but they're actually only... okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like not necessarily chapters, but sections. So we can go by that. Oh, I'm a little past chapter 1, but we'll just talk about chapter 1 today. I need a bookmark. What is this? Oh yeah. Okay. So chapter 1 has the intro. We talked about that already. And then we're going to get into the fundamentals. Why tiny changes make a big difference. And honestly, okay, so I have already started kind of implementing some of these little habits or little like changes. And I can see how they would compound over time. For me, my biggest thing is like... It's a little embarrassing, I guess, but I have clothes everywhere. All the time. All the time. Clothes everywhere. And I've started to just like, instead of leaving the clothes where they were, putting them like in the laundry basket. And I know that seems really simple and duh. But I don't know. When I get home. Anyway, the point is that it makes sense. Okay, so the fundamentals. Let's see what we have underlined. The aggregation of marginal gains, which is the philosophy of searching for a tiny margin of improvement in everything you do. Oh, this is the aggregation of marginal gains by Dave Brailsford, who is... Oh, he was the British cycling guy. Didn't we talk about this already? Anywho, let's just do a recap. So the Britain team, we definitely did talk about this, but whatever. So Dave Brailsford was the guy who brought the British cycling team into the forefront of cycling, with the Tour de France and some other awards. But he did it by measuring like little 1% increments of improvement, like keeping their bike clean, making sure the bikes were white so that you could see if there was any dirt on it, getting enough sleep, that's an obvious one. But like, so far as like what kind of bed gives you the best rest, how many hours does everyone need, everything like that. Like they were not leaving a stone unturned. And and it paid off. Oh my gosh, they hired a surgeon to teach each rider the best way to wash their hands to reduce the chances of getting a cold, the best night's sleep, spot little bits of dust, etc. And this was just for like training. Hi, Emerald! Been a minute. How are you? Oh. Just reading the book Atomic Habits. It's okay. But that's good to hear. I've been good. I think busy, busy AF is the term. But good, good. Oh my gosh. Here. Okay. So yeah, this book is basically about how to become the most awesome version of yourself, and that's super cool. That's super cool. It's a little bit depressing because, so not depressing, but like it'll call you out. It'll call you out. I've been called out many times by that book, by this book. But so they're talking about how, oh my gosh, how if you're not improving, you are diminishing. Like just a little diagram in case you didn't know. And I was like, that's kind of true, because if you aren't doing like improvements, you're basically being stagnant. But over time, stagnation is kind of, I feel like that's the main reason people have like midlife crises and just like lose that spark sometimes, because I feel like it can seem like nothing at the time, and I talk about that actually. It can seem like nothing to do, oh yeah, just do that, but then over time it like builds up. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Not only that, but it's easier to do a habit once you've done it a lot. Like, I feel like, okay, so one of the ones that we'll get to in the book is walking into a dark room, you, like, turn on the light switch. Like, you don't even think about it. It's just an automatic response, but it's not really automatic. You've learned to do that many years ago, and you just do it automatically now. Like, there's so many things that would be better automated than like forcing yourself to do it. Oh, and for that section, that the habits are compound interest of self-improvement, and I also said that it's free. Like, this is something that is not like costly. You can just do it. You can just do it whenever. You can just decide, hey, I'm going to eat healthfully. I'm going to, and it's the habit forming part is really just like paying attention to it. Oh my gosh, it's really good. I recommend it. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so they say right here, the slow pace of transformation also makes it easy to let a bad habit slide. 1% errors also compound. Similar to the effect of shifting the route of an airplane by just a few degrees, initially you wouldn't notice it, but over time you're going to end up at a whole different destination that you didn't expect or want. And I think also the airplane analogy is really good, because sometimes you won't be able to like control. At a certain point, you lose, not necessarily control, you always have control, but you lose recognition of it. Like you're just going on the path and you're like, oh yeah, I guess this is fine, but you have to notice the path before you can actually change the path. Like, and that's still not easy. I think habits are hard to break, oh my gosh, but that's why I'm reading this book. I was thinking about all like my bad habits, like great, can't wait. But I mean, wanting to work on it is the first step. Okay, success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformations. Oh, and then I wrote this in the margins, this is so true, not only because like obviously you could like win $1 million or something, but the issue with that is, or the reason people tend to like lose that whole million in a few years, is because they don't have the systems in place to keep it. And that's what you need to learn first. In And in fact, learning those systems first is going to build it anyway. So it's like, it makes sense to do that rather than crossing your fingers and hoping. You should be far more concerned with your current trajectory than with your current results. I have been feeling that so much recently. Like, I decided this year that I'm really gonna buckle down and like attack my student loans, and so I have no money all the time. But in a few years, I won't have debt. So I'm like, not even a few. I really want to get it done this year. That'd be ideal, but we'll see. We'll see. But the trajectory is the important part. And I also feel like I'm young. I can miss a few meals. Just kidding. I mean, not really. Kind of. Like, I'm not like starving, but I am an artist. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing. Your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your weight is a lagging measure of your eating habits. Your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. Your clutter is a lagging measure of your cleaning habits. You get what you repeat. The clutter one really hit me. If you guys could see my desk right now. Well, it's mostly paints, actually. Paints and books. Gosh. Do you ever like look around and you're like, I'm so on brand. like this looks like it would be my desk. And you will never see it. It's not for public viewing. Oh gosh, that'd be embarrassing. But it's literally just paintbrush. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the chat. What is happening? No, literally. Thank you. Actually, that makes me feel better. Like, just books and paintbrushes everywhere. Oh, gosh, it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. Like, literally, no space. No space at all. Literally just paint everywhere. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, I don't have the habit of cleaning it because I use it all the time. You know, I'm not gonna make excuses. I could clean it. I don't. But okay, another thing about it is, another excuse really for it, is that it gets me in the mindset of like a studio. Like, I feel like I'm in a studio space. Like, this is a studio workspace when I'm sitting here. Like, that is another thing that I think they talk about in this book as well. I haven't gotten there yet, but somebody told me that they talk about it, like having specific spots for different things. Like, when I'm sitting at this desk, half the time I'm like, I'm streaming or I am watching movies, and so like, or typing or something. But it's hard for me to, I've been trying to pick up the habit of like blog writing, and I have a blog that's like, it's like 75% done. And it's taking me so long to finish it. I don't know if it's a focus thing or what, but part of the reason I think it's taking so long is because I don't have that habit yet. And when I'm sitting here, I'm like, I could be watching a movie. Like, I should be watching a movie even. And it's so hard to break. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm trying. Good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy. Oh, okay. So then they give us this chart talking about how it compounds. So you have the negative compounding and the positive compounding. And on the positive side, I noted that, or what they said was, each book you read not only teaches you something new, but also opens up different ways of thinking about old ideas. And I thought that was so brilliant, because I literally, since we've been reading Thinking Fast and Slow, like, people will be like, oh, well, this is like, even in my own writing, I'll start kind of alluding to it, just because, like, oh, okay, so the blog I'm writing, actually, this is kind of relevant. The blog I'm writing, oh, wait, is, about color theory, not really color theory, but like how colors affect you and how to think about them and how to use them. But um, I'm making it like applicable to art, media, even just like fashion. So we're talking about how like different colors make people feel. One of the things I say in it is that like my personal or color that I associate with cleanliness is blue. And so I have blue dishwasher liquid, I have blue shower curtains, I have a blue like bath mats, I have blue like gum, like not the gum itself, but it comes in a blue pack and stuff like that. And it just makes me feel like this is gonna be extra clean for some reason. Is it? I don't know, but I don't know. Just for me, it makes me feel like that. Like if I were to have like a red shower curtain or even like white, I think also because white gets dirty so fast. It just doesn't feel very clean to me, even though I know a lot of people do prefer it, but or would like associate that with being clean. But I'm just like, no, like, but at the same time, like, it looks dirty faster, and I don't want to see all that. Like the blue shower curtain is so cute. Also, it's like it has like little ruffles. Anyway, that's just me. But I was talking about how it's innate, basically. Like how I'm feeling about the colors I see is personal and it's innate. There's no like, oh, I had to learn how to feel about this color. I had to figure out, oh, what does red mean to me? No, like if I see red, well, I guess there are associations like stop signs and things like that growing up. But there's also like meat is red. There's also like roses are red. Violets are blue. They're not blue, actually, they're violet. But you get the idea. Like in nature, bright colors have been associated with danger for like poisonous things sometimes, and we use those cues in our own society, and we're just hardwired, so it's natural. Yeah. Okay, and then I was thinking, okay, I was like, where was I going with this? And then that made me think about thinking fast and slow, because I was like, this is a fast thinking situation. Like your subconscious basically is making all these decisions and like connections, and you're not thinking about it. You don't have to think about it like slowly. Anyway, so I liked that they mentioned that, because it does connect to other things in life, and it does make you look at the world in a different way, because, or I don't know, I guess it's just like a proof of what they're saying. Productivity compounds, knowledge compounds, relationships compound, stress compounds. Okay, this is the negative one, stress compounds, and that one, they talk about like a traffic jam, but I feel like stress compounds even just like, oh, letting tasks build up. Like, and then for me personally, I will forget about a task. If I don't do it right now, if I don't write it down, that is not getting done until the last minute. And I think knowing that also helps me to, oh, really? I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but that's kind of interesting. I actually talk about color blindness in it, because literally everybody experiences color differently. And so you have to be, you can be a little mindful of it. What kind of color blindness do you have? I know the brown and green one. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are able to see like brown and green similarly, because I have, and sometimes you can see both. It's kind of weird. The light spectrum, the color spectrum. But I am curious about that. My father was colorblind as well. Purple and red, interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I've been curious. So the people who do see the brown green, like color blindness, I've wondered if like brown skin tones are also seen as green. Like that would be so wild. Anyway, just something I was wondering about as I was writing it actually. But that should be out soon. Won't spoil too much. But that's interesting. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's wild. And honestly, I feel like I've noticed that a little bit as well. Like, I'll ask them, like, so why is this color? And they'll just smile at me. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. Whatever that means. But, interesting. That's something to be mindful, especially with art. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know the purple red one, I don't think. But yeah, everybody literally sees things different ways. And I feel like I also heard that women can see more shades of red than men. That one I don't really understand because like how does a whole like half the species see less reds? I don't know. That one I don't get it. Cuz it's like how is that I don't know. I just don't get that one. Anywho, I also put on the negative compounding side that these stresses or these negative habits are more avoidable than they seem. Like, I've been trying to get out of the habit of being late. And I've been doing pretty okay. I've been improving at least. I've been improving noticeably. And the big change that I did was because I've known it was a problem for some time. And I used to try to like set an alarm or like not set an alarm, but like try to, well, yes, setting alarms, but also like make myself think that it was going to be earlier or that something was happening earlier than it was and like trick myself basically. But then like the back of my brain was like, it's not that early though. Like you still have time. So it wouldn't work. It just didn't work for me. But now my technique, I guess, is that I try to get something done before the thing. So if I need to be somewhere if I'm going out with my friends, if I'm going to lunch, I will say, okay, I need to get gas before, and so I'll factor in that time for gas, and then I have time to go to the lunch, if that makes sense. Or like if I'm getting up for work, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab a coffee, or I want to be able to make coffee before class. I don't know, stuff like that. And it's been working. Also waking up earlier and realizing how long it takes me to get ready. Like I had to actually like time myself. It takes longer than I want it to. And I always think that I can do it quickly, but I won't if I have time. And that is another part of the problem. Like I have to realize in the moment, or I've started realizing in the moment when I'm doing extra tasks because I have extra time, and like get back on track to doing the actual task that I was gonna do, or like the actual goal. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. Breakthrough moments are often the result of many previous actions which built up the potential required to unleash a major change. Cancer spends 80% of its life undetectable, then takes over the body in months. Bamboo can barely be seen for the first 5 years as it builds extensive root systems underground before exploding 90 feet into the air within 6 weeks. That one I didn't know. That's really cool. Actually, I didn't know either of these. But I didn't realize like bamboo can grow 90 feet in 6 weeks. That's actually, that is explosive. Um, and I really do want that. I feel like I have been spending a lot of time, especially with just like art and making and like business stuff. I've been spending so much time laying the groundwork, and I still am. I feel like I still am, even though I really, in reality, I feel like I do have all the tools I would need to do more, but I just don't do it. I feel like that I'm never ready enough. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I started Ulta when and I used to be more excited about it, I guess. And then over time, it became like back burner. I'm trying to bring it back into the front burners. Honestly, stream has been a big part of that. But it's just like, oof, oof, oof. I think realizing that I had the potential all along and waited so long also is a big push, because, or that I had, yeah, the potential, I guess. But it's like, so why, instead of waiting so long for everything, like, why don't I just try everything? Like, and then we can just get to the good at it part, you know? Like, if, like, I just started working at a winery. I was, when I first started streaming, not really first started, but when I started streaming again, I had my wine Wednesdays. I still do have wine, not Wednesdays, my, Thirsty Thursdays is what I did. Thirsty Thursdays where we drink wine and we talk about wine. And I wanted to learn more about wine, and I was. But now, I don't know why. I thought, oh, I can't be like a somm or anything. I can't work like at a winery. I don't know enough. They will teach you. Be in a room where everyone knows more than you about what you want to learn, and you will like learn through osmosis. Also, they're gonna like obviously teach you, but well, in the job setting, you need to know. But also just people, like, okay, this is gonna have to be like a trip. Oh, maybe I can shoot for my birthday. No, I can do it without a celebration. Anyway, um there's this winery that's kind of far, not gonna lie, but they've been winning so many awards, and I even see them in like the shops, like all the shops, and they're really famous. Um they won this year. I don't remember the grape variety, but they won some kind of thing that we are now going to start producing at our vineyard. I mean, not at our vineyard. Our vineyard owns this Cab Franc, but at our winery. So I want to go and see what all the hoopla is about. And now I'm industry, so I get free tastings at most wineries, and I get like more education. I'm just saying, like, I wish I hadn't waited. I guess I needed the idea in order to have the next idea. That's the compounding right there. Oh my gosh, I love this book. And let's get back to it actually. It's a hallmark of any compounding process. The most powerful outcomes are delayed. Oh, yes. And then I also said automation helps us not look for the reward. Oh my gosh. Like the automation of things, or like the habit forming process, rather than like goal oriented. We talk about it later actually. Rather than looking for the end result, you're looking to create the habit. That is a game changer, because like instead of worrying about, oh, this is taking so long, you're worried about, like, oh, I missed my thing today, I guess I can do it tomorrow. And it's not as big a deal. Okay. People make a few small changes, fail to see a tangible result, and decide to stop. But in order to make a meaningful difference, habits need to persist long enough to break through this plateau, what I call the plateau of latent potential. And I guess that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, um, the potential is there. You can, within reason, do anything you want with your life. Like, there are people who get paid to critique food. That's a well-known, very real job. Like, there are people who get paid to watch movies. There are people who get paid to act and pretend, bro. Like, there are people who get paid to sing. Any job. There are people who get paid to travel. Like, these are known jobs. But it takes time and effort. And it takes work. And they're easier. Oh, I was looking for this scrunchie. Oh my gosh, I wanted to wear it. I'm gonna wear it right now. That's the con to having a messy desk. What was I saying? Oh, you're so cute. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit tall. So, as I was saying, the plateau of latent potential. Being able to break through that is going to be a game changer, because if you can do it once, you can do it twice. You can do it 3 times. You can do it your whole gosh darn life and be just like flying. Awesome. Amazing. Obviously, that is going to take different amounts of time for every person. But it really, I feel like a big issue nowadays is social media, for me at least, is social media. Like, I can easily spend so much time, too much time, doom scrolling. And I want to be someone who creates more than they consume. That can be hard though sometimes. It's a habit. Like, you do it without thinking. It's automated. You open Instagram and you start to scroll. Like, I wanted my new automation to be like, open Instagram, edit video, post. Or open CapCut, whatever, edit video, post. Like, I actually probably don't even need to use Instagram. I heard a trick that somebody said they take the color off of their phone so it doesn't give them as much dopamine, and that helps them to focus. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Okay, from today until next stream, Tuesday, I will see if I have less screen time. That's only 2 days, but maybe I'll do it for a week and try it. Maybe I'll do it for the rest of my life. We'll see. How do I do it? I think it's accessibility. Yeah, I know. It seems like a good idea, but I think I did try it before and I couldn't find it. Display. Liquid glass. Oh. I do not know where to find it. Oh my gosh, one time when I was messing with my friend in high school, display and text size. Okay. Oh, nice. Thank you. Differentiate. Invert. Oh, there we go. Color filters. Thank you. I needed that guidance. My gosh. Okay. Okay. Let's try. I'm gonna just do grayscale. Or should I do? I'm gonna do grayscale. Take all color off. Okay, sorry, I'm playing around with it too much. I don't often go to that side of the internet. I'm actually gonna lower the intensity to about 80%. So it still looks kind of drab. This is what my colors look like right now. They look basically all the same. They're like tint shades of them. Okay, so these are my colors. And we will see what that's like. Okay, wow. It's so weird. Whoa. It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. Ew. Sorry, I had a picture of food up and it kind of looks disgusting now. Anyway, cool. Okay, so experiment started. Wow. No, literally. I feel like I'm looking... This looks boring. Okay, what the interesting thing about it is it feels like... The feeling I get from it is like I'm just looking at technology, which I've always known, but it just feels more like technology now. Like this is just like a phone. Like this is like a little computer. It feels more like a tool now than like a companion, maybe? I don't know. That's an immediate difference I'm noticing. It's just like, oh wow, that's so odd, wow. Anyway, it's weird. Oh, I kind of want to check out Instagram, but I am on overtime right now, so I won't do it. When I do Duolingo, I already did my Duolingo. Oh, nice. Anyway, Duolingo has so much color. Honestly, sometimes I feel like a little embarrassed doing my Duolingo in public. And then, why do they do, I don't know if you have Duolingo, but the Duo does, when you finish a lesson sometimes, he's been doing the little like butt out thing. What are you doing? Like, people can see me. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can, no, I don't care. I probably can't. I'm just like, what is happening right now? No, thank you. What is the little, I'm like, sir, why are your cheeks out? Put that away. Huh? What? I don't know what they're doing. They're doing a lot. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna put my phone away right now. Yeah, like, we don't have that kind of relationship. We never did. And they'll be like, we never do anymore. Like, what's the matter or something? I'm just like, what is happening? Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah. I think this will be an interesting experiment. Okay, where was I? Okay. So yes. Oof, this chart really spoke to me. Because what the heck? Why is it not linear? What you think should happen. Yeah, a linear line, thank you. But what actually happens is nothing for a long time. Or less than you expect to happen. And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's overnight. Even though it wasn't overnight, it was over many years, many moons ago. It feels like it's taking forever. I don't even know what I'm like expecting to happen. Honestly, maybe that's part of the problem as well. I'm just doing things that I like and that feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I think I'm maybe doing what the book is saying. Instead of being goal oriented, be like activity oriented. Maybe I'm gonna read more and see. Okay. I thought this said Scott Adam or Adam Scott for a second. I was like, what the heck? But it says Scott Adams. So we're not Dunder Mifflin right now. Scott Adams, the cartoonist behind Dilbert comic. I have no idea what that is actually. I didn't know before and I don't know now. But we're gonna find out together. We're gonna do this together. Where's my cursor? Dilbert. Oh! I do know Dilbert. Kind of. I've seen him here and there. I've seen him around. Let me show you guys. Why is it not working? Whoa. Can you see it? It's not showing up for me, but is it showing up for you guys? Okay, good. Weird. I mean, not good, but just... At least I can... Oh, that's so weird. What the heck? Huh. Okay. Let's try this a different way. Let's move Dilbert over here. Okay. There we go. Now I am not visible. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, great. Let me just fix that really quick. Right? Like, I've seen him around. Yeah. Yeah. Being a little wonky today. I'll have to look into that later. Okay. Anywho. Okay, so the Dilbert guy, Scott Adams, not Adam Scott. He says goals are about the result you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. And I said it was similar to working backwards from a goal, but it isn't really. Not in the way that I meant it when I wrote it. Because I was thinking how people, like, this is my big goal. Okay, so, like, what do I need to do, like, before that? How do I break this down? Into steps, really. But the way they're thinking of it is more like, how do I break this into personality traits? Which is better and more sustainable, though it will be harder to acquire. So I think the big difference here is, like, instead of me as myself, as my current self, just going through the motions of the steps, I become the self that it's inevitable for the goal I want to come to me. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. But I think that that's a really big distinction, and one that I would not have made otherwise. Like, everyone's, I feel like, heard of, like, oh yeah, like, break down your goal into steps, but you don't. Ouch! I got a cut from one of the wine thingamabobbers. It's actually, like, so invisible, but it really hurts. I didn't even notice I was cut at first. I thought that only happened. Actually, I always have mystery bruises. Like, scratches. Yeah, literally. This is not even... Okay, I had to get a... Do I have a wine bottle I can open? I had to get a new, a fancy one. A really fancy, wine opener. No, literally. Like, what? I can't even see you. And you're like, oh shoot. Sorry, I just remembered I have chicken downstairs marinating. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh, let me show you the wine opener I got. So, because I was using the regular wine opener, and the way I typically open the wine... Let me get the wine opener. I'll have a visual. Okay, this is my new fancy wine opener from Mara. Here's how it works. You open the top, place it on the top of the wine bottle, squeeze it, turn the wine bottle, and then the whole like foil on the top pops off. Love that. And I think it's really like cool for the winery guests to see. They're like, oh. And then because we have to open every bottle, we can't like it's illegal for us to give them a closed bottle, then they open it themselves. I don't know why. Then but what I was doing before is taking the key or the spiral part. I actually don't know what it's called. Should we figure that out right now? We can learn something new right now really quick. Parts of a wine opener. Okay, the corkscrew. I did know that. I did know that. Oh my gosh. Anywho, I would usually take the corkscrew and like dig into the foil and then like cut up a piece and then peel off the rest. I was dying in that method. My thumb was so cut up, it was crazy. The foil we use is like not great. I mean, I guess it does its job, but it doesn't help me with my job. However, I have this new device that does. I don't know how we got here. I'm sorry, I hate that song. It sounds so bad. It's you. Yeah, so I think there's a big difference between becoming the person that the future you want is inevitable for, and just going through the motions of what you think you should do. And it's, I don't know, it's just so interesting because it's similar, but it's like, oh, in fact, I think they give us an example. We can get to that. Anyway, I don't know. The example that I just thought of relative to me is that they also mentioned in the book, but the one that I related to was they were like, okay, well, if you want to have a clean space, you can reach that goal by like one day cleaning your room. It might take you a couple hours. You're done. You reached your goal, but you will get your room will get messy again because you don't have habits to keep it clean. Actually, this is kind of like what I was talking about with the hitting the lottery. You don't have the habits to keep the money, so you will lose it. Okay. Your system is how you test products, ideas, hire employees, and run marketing campaigns. Okay, so they say if you're an entrepreneur, your goal might be to build $1 million business, but your system is how you test product ideas, hire employees, and run marketing campaigns. If you're a musician, your goal might be to play a new piece, but your system is how often you practice and your method for receiving feedback and how you break down and tackle difficult measures. Super Bowl winner Bill Walsh described it. The score takes care of itself. 3-time Super Bowl winner. Wow. I did not underline enough there. Yeah, working on the habits and then the rest will just come to you because you are ready. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's so funny because I feel like so many other books have been trying to say what this is saying or so many other books I've read or things I've heard, self-improvement media is trying to say exactly this. You have to become the person, and they do say it in so many words, but they really tell you to think like the person. I feel like emulate the person, but they don't tell you to become the person up here first and not worry about the results. Anyway, I thought that was this guy James Claras. He is quite a noggin. Got a good noggin on his head. Every Olympian wants to win a gold medal. Every candidate wants to get the job. And if successful and unsuccessful people share the same goals, then the goal cannot be what differentiates the winners from the losers. The goal had always been there. It was only when they implemented a system of continuous small improvements that they achieved a different outcome. You treat a symptom without addressing the cause. Achieving a goal only changes your life for the moment. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Oh yeah, this is the messy room. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this was, the note I put on was that challenges and like, oh, I'm gonna do this for a week, I'm gonna try this, like these self-improvement things, fads really, these are not gonna help you. They're not gonna help you build systems. I heard somewhere that a habit is built in 90 days, I think. And honestly, I don't know if I agree with that. I think that I think it takes longer than 90 days. Because, well, it depends on what you want to do, I guess. And I wonder if that saying is 90 days of doing the thing that you want to do, the habit you want to build, or 90 days total. Because for me, have I, since deciding not to be late anymore, never been late? No. Like, I have still been late, sometimes here or there. But I have been improving. And I think that time should count. I think that time should count for something. I think actually that is a big part of the reason why people give up. Because they mess up. That's human nature. You kind of have to take that with the improvement. Because if you mess up and feel, well, I guess that's it. Huh? Like, it's like when you plant a seed and it's growing and growing and growing, but you don't see it on the surface yet. Or, no, that's not a good example. I don't know, I just feel like accepting, I'm like trimming my pen. But I actually don't want to do that. I need a fidget. That's what I need. I feel like accepting that, this might be too noisy. I feel like accepting that, you're going to fail sometimes helps you succeed. Like, if you can't fail, you are failing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna stick by that. That was a word. End of the day, they say fix the inputs and the outputs will fix themselves. Oh, so these are the problems with the goal-oriented success. Problem 1, winners and losers have the same goals. Problem 2 is achieving a goal is only a momentary change. We're on to problem 3. Goals restrict your happiness. Oh, I need to get one. Yeah, like, I don't have any such thing. But sometimes they're good to use. Interesting. Good to know. Oh my gosh, guys, I had this horrible nightmare. I had this horrible nightmare earlier today when I was having a nap. I don't know, the fidget cube reminded me because the person the nightmare was about had a fidget cube. And oh my gosh, terrifying stuff. Anyway, Terrifying stuff. Honestly, I don't know if I can get one myself. Maybe I need some kind of fidget though. Um, and that was just reminded me. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Anyway, you know what's weird about dreams? It's like when you're in them, you feel like, oh my gosh, this is reality. It's so odd. And then when you wake up, you're like, oh, that makes more sense. Because how did we get there? How did we get here? Seriously. Like, wait, how? Literally, what? But they also feel so real. It's weird. Dreams are an odd space. I saw somebody say, like, oh yeah, when God was creating humans, he was like, oh, add in that they pass out for like a third of the time and have like vivid hallucinations the whole time. And it's like, that's basically exactly what we're doing. Yeah. Like, just, yep. Cool, great. Thanks. Great feature. But seriously, back to the task at hand. Problem number 3, goals restrict your happiness. You're continually putting off happiness until the next milestone, and goals create an either or conflict. You either completed it or you didn't. You can't be satisfied. Wait, hold on. A system-first mentality provides the antidote. When you fall in love with the process rather than the product, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy. You can be satisfied anytime that your system is running. Yes, that I think they said it so much better. But, yeah, literally, like, even if I am late, oh my gosh, yesterday I was late. I was going to, hang out with my friends, and I went to the wrong address. And the annoying part is, I would have been on time. So I'm just saying, like, you can't let one failure or mistake stop you. You can't let a mistake stop you. Alright, let's go into the next thing. Goals are at odds with long-term progress. That was a terrible whisper. I'm just gonna not whisper, whistle. Just gonna move on from that whistle. Actually, let's just get to that. A goal-oriented mindset can create a yo-yo effect. When all of your hard work is focused on a particular goal, what is left to push you forward after you achieve it? I'm stumbling over my words right now. After you achieve it, what are you gonna keep doing? But seriously, it's kind of like with the messy room. Like, you clean it once and then you're like, ah. Like, I love having a clean room so much, but am I gonna put my laundry away immediately after doing it? I'm like a beginner adult. I have like the basic package installed. I am not at that advanced level. Like, let me get to intermediate first. I'm still at novice adult level. Like, but yeah, after you achieve it, I don't know. I feel like, no, literally, that's why I'm like, I have clothes everywhere all the time. But yeah, I have the basic adult package. I didn't get the bells and whistles. I feel like, okay, who's even gonna see that? Me? No, but I really do want, like, have a nice space, actually. I wonder how people, I wonder when I go to someone's house and they weren't expecting me and it's immaculate, I'm just like, yeah, that premium adulthood, huh? Premium adulthood package. You really just have everything figured out, huh? You just, great. That's so great for you. So great for you. Alas, we can't all be the same. Sometimes personality. um. Okay. So the reasoning between, or the reasoning that the goal, or as we said, after you achieve it, what do? But also, there's a cycle of endless refinement and continuous improvement built into the habit forming process. Ultimately, is your commitment to the process that will determine your progress. And then I added another goal that said, I was like, what if you can't even use a goal? I think sometimes people stop themselves. Okay, I was having a conversation with someone who has built an app recently, and they have it completely built. They could launch it any second, and they're like, oh no, because when they said, you know how people are like, oh yeah, I have this goal, I have this dream, and half the time they don't do it at all, they don't even try. And you're like, okay, that's fine, like whatever, cool, that's so good, everyone does. But I was talking to them, and they're like, yeah, I really want to like make an app that does this. And I was like, just make it. They're like, yeah, I already made it. What are you waiting for? Just publish it. What the heck? I was like, you went 99% of the way, and then we're like, oh no, what? And I was like, I think that there is in like goals a fear of success. A fear of success and a fear of the unknown a little bit. Not necessarily like the unknown as in like, I don't know anything about this goal, but you don't know what your life will be like after some goals are achieved. And you get comfortable. And you don't know, you just don't know. Once you find out, it seems so simple. Like in hindsight, like even with me in the winery, like when I was first interested in, or like getting more seriously interested in wines, I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to go to these restaurants. I want to ask the somm to help me like pick a wine. I want to know like this and that. I'm doing like online research. But this is another part that we're going to get to soon. But I didn't feel like I knew enough. I was selling myself short. And literally I asked the people at the winery, like, who do you just hire everyone? Because I feel like I wasn't ready. They're like, no, we don't hire everyone. I was like, that makes sense. I don't know why I asked that. But I was like, it just seems like I didn't see myself as prepared. But I should not make that decision for myself sometimes, honestly. Let them tell you no. You go and try those things. You go and put yourself out there. Let them tell you no, you can't do that. And actually don't even let them tell you. Just keep going is the best thing to do, I think, maybe. But like if you want an opportunity, you know what? I need to take my own advice. Oh my gosh. It's hard. It can be like it's thrilling, but it's also like, I guess rejection is an issue somewhere in there. But I was doing karaoke the other day. Was that the other day? Last week? Probably the other day. And this guy came up to me and he was like, hey, do you have a boyfriend? And I thought I knew where this was going, and I was like, I don't have a boyfriend, however, I just said I don't have a boyfriend, but he was like, okay, well, has anyone ever asked you on a date? I was like, ever? Yeah, what the heck? Am I chopped? Am I chopped? Oh my god. Like, and he was like, oh, well, like, how did they ask? He was asking for advice. He had this crush on this girl, and he was feeling like he was disqualifying himself, basically. He was like, yeah, she's a little older than me, and like I really like her, but I don't know what she thinks, and da da da. Like, I just don't know if I should say anything. I was like, well, if you never say anything, that's your answer. But otherwise, you should let her decide. I don't know. I guess for guys, it's also different because you kind of have to, like, get with rejection therapy immediately. You have to just be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask. And it is what it is. Some people say yes, some people say no. Some guys definitely get really good at it. Some guys struggle with it forever. Not even just guys. Some people struggle with rejection forever. But I think people who can get past the rejection are going to be successful. I mean, you can cast a wide net. And you can do the same thing with your actual, like, goals. Like, this is just an example that I feel like everyone knows about. But you can do the same thing with your goals. I didn't just apply to one winery. Okay, this is obvious. Yeah, that's a better example, actually. I didn't just apply to one winery. I applied to multiple wineries. Some I didn't get a call back. Some I didn't even hear from at all, lol. Some really wanted me, but they didn't know how to listen. This one place I applied to, I was like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, we want to do an interview. We're doing some this weekend on Saturday. I was like, okay, great. And they were like, oh wait, no, actually we filled that slot. You can't go anymore. I was like, okay. When are we going to reschedule? They were like, okay, well, we can do during the week, during the day. I was like, I have a full-time job and I'm not leaving. So that doesn't work for me. They're like, oh, okay. How about another time during the week, during the day? I was like, that's actually not going to work for me, like I said earlier. They're like, okay, well, we have this final option during the week, during the day. I was like, I was like, how about, just let me know if you have something that fits my schedule. I was like, anything on the weekends or after 4 I can do. And they were like, great. So we'll see you then. I was like, no. I honestly think it was like I was talking to AI or something. Because I was like, I don't understand what you don't understand. I told you a million times. I can't do that. I am not taking off my paid job to go maybe get a job with people who already are telling me they don't know how to read plain English. That would be weird. Anywho, let's get back onto track. So the one I added was goals can be daunting and halt a start or run off track. Also, I'm gonna add in fear of rejection and success. Okay, so system of atomic habits. Just as atoms are the building blocks of molecules, atomic habits are the building blocks of remarkable results. See what they did there? Habits are like the atoms of our lives. Each one is a fundamental unit that contributes to your overall improvement. At first, these tiny routines seem insignificant, but soon they build on each other and fuel bigger wins that multiply to a degree that far outweighs the cost of their initial investment. This reminded me of something I saw the other day, and I to an extent, feel like everything happens for a reason. Some things I'm still wondering the reason. Some things I'm like, you know what? That sucked. That was disgusting and rude and hateful, and there's no reason for that behavior. But some things I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Maybe I just haven't lived long enough for it to make sense. Maybe I just haven't, I don't have the hindsight yet for some things to make sense. But when I was late to hang out with my friends in my wrong route, I passed by this incredible mural. Maybe I can find it. I loved this mural, and the artist signed a name I recognized. I was like, wait, I've seen that artist somewhere else before. Oh, that passed. Anyway, so the artist is called Death by Narwhals, and they had this incredible painting in the... Okay, you guys remember when I went to the art gala last year now? Last year, like October and November. I went to that art gala where I opened my leg, where I got that gash on my calf, fell off the stage. There was this great painting there that I really liked. And it was by Death by Narwhals. It was one of my favorites. I saw their mural, and you know what? I had such a time looking at that mural, because I was like, I actually have murals in the city too. Like, I have more experience than I give myself credit for sometimes, or that I really activate, I think. And I think that has been, sometimes you just need to, like, a reminder. Wait, no, images. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh shoot, this screen doesn't work, I forgot. Oh, why is this not working? Right, okay. I'm gonna figure that out later. For now, let me share this image with you. DC Walls Festival, I guess. This is so cool. Let's see. I'm getting sniffly already. What time is it? Oh, we've only been on an hour. How do I do this? Right screen with cam. Okay. It's so small, sorry. This is the painting that I saw, and I was just so entranced. I was literally looking at it like, wait, I can't make sense of it, but I also love that. How are you drowning on solid ground? What? I thought that was so awesome. Anyway, I think that this artist is just so creative and cool. And this was their little Death by Narwhals thing there. There were some other murals there, but they didn't stand a chance. They were like, who are you? Did I even ask? Actually, no. Haha. But that's the mural. And I was like, dude, like, I need to start doing more. It's scary. It's scary to do more, but it's also so rewarding. I imagine, I think. Every time I've done more, I feel like, oh my god, yeah. But like, hyping myself up to do more, especially since I get like nervous about things. Like interaction. I'm trying to get better at that. But I'm also like such like a loner, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is working already. This is working already. That's so crazy. I don't even remember what I picked up my phone for. Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, the crazy part of this experiment is so cool. I think I'm gonna probably just keep my phone like this. But when I just opened my phone, you know when you expect something to be a certain way? Like, I could feel the absence of it. Like, I could feel the absence of the color. Anyway. I'm sorry, I'm considering if that is an absence of like the dopamine response I'm getting just from the colors of the phone, possibly, or if we're, because like it wasn't like surprise, it was more like a hollow part, like an emptiness kind of feeling. It was weird. Oh my gosh, I like this experiment. Okay, so wow, a regular practice or routine that is not only small and easy to do, but also the source of incredible power. Atomic Habits. Okay. Oh, lol, there are sections. Okay, so this is actually chapter 2 we're gonna jump into. Chapter 2, how your habits shape your identity and vice versa. Habits like exercise, meditation, journaling, and cooking are reasonable for a day or two, then become a hassle. Okay. I'm sorry. I cook I cook regularly. I guess that's a habit now. Anyway. But I also like to do it. I guess it isn't like something I had to build up. However, once your habits are established, they seem to stick around forever, especially the unwanted ones. And I also took a note that I should use for my own writing. He says, in this chapter, I'll address the first point out of 2. We will try to change the wrong thing, and 2, we will try to change our habits. Oh, wait. Changing our habits is challenging for 2 reasons. 1, we try to change the wrong thing, and 2, we try to change our habits in the wrong way. In this chapter, I'll address the first point. I need to start doing that because I sometimes have 2 ideas of something I want to say. Like, even in the blog, I had 2 things I wanted to say. What was it? Oh, it was when talking about how to use color in your own art. And I was saying, okay, well, shoot. I think it was you need to be true to yourself, and you need to and realize that your story is not as unique as you may think. I mean that in the best way possible, but I'm just saying that people can relate to you, and sometimes it's surprising how much people can relate to you. But you have to be out there for people to even know that you are relatable. Hello? Duh. Okay, so here they talk about the 3 layers of behavior change. Like an onion. little onions. Layer 1, or the outer layer, is outcomes. Makes sense. The middle layer is processes, and the inner circle is identity. When you have outcome-based habits, you are going from outcome to the process to the identity. When you have identity-based habits, you are starting with the identity. I think we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier. Then you are going into the processes, and then you are going into the outcomes. I love this diagram. Oh, that's what I said in my note. It makes intuitive sense. Yeah, literally. Become the person, and then you'll be able to be the person. Outcomes are about what you get. Process is about what you do, and identity is about what you believe. Okay. So, we talked about identity is the core, what you believe. Processes are what you do, and outcomes are about what you get. So, let's talk about how these intertwine. This part I thought was super interesting. Okay. Imagine 2 people resisting a cigarette. When offered a smoke, the first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." It sounds like a reasonable response, but this person still believes they are a smoker who is trying to be something else. They are hoping their behavior will change while carrying around the same beliefs, the same identity. The second person declines, saying, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." It's a small difference, but this statement signals a shift in identity. Smoking was a part of their former life, not their current one. They no longer identify as someone who smokes. Dude, what? And I feel like this part of the habit, or this part of like identity building, could feel a little bit like imposter syndrome. I need to blow my nose so bad. Do you guys hear how nasally I am? The sniffs everywhere. Snorts. Ha ha ha. I've been drinking out of this because I haven't felt like cleaning my water bottle. Anyway, I'm gonna go blow my nose. Thank you. I think I got it from Forever 21. They're always having a sale. They're always like, we're going out of business. And then they never go out of business. Oh my gosh. We're closing forever. And then they're open the next day. Like, you don't have to gaslight us. You can just tell us that you're lowering your prices. Like, that's okay. Literally. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, they're weird, but also have really cute clothes. I got like most of my jeans there when I started teaching. I didn't have any jeans. Oh my gosh. Like I only had like slacks and skirts and dresses. I was doing a lot. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, I thought that identity shift is so important. Ooh, I love Nordstrom. Oh, I don't go as often. I don't really go shopping that much anymore. Like, I got this dress maybe like 4 years ago. No, must have been 2 years ago. But like, I shop online. I use Amazon now. But I would love a collab. I need to start collabing. I need to start reaching out to other people and start trying to collaborate. In fact, oh god, there's so much to do, so little time. No, I need to make time. I can make time. Okay. I'm getting exhausted just thinking about more work. You're fine. That's the whole idea. It's the whole interchange. That's the reason I do it. Okay. We're back in the book. Let's see. Oof, okay. Behavior, I feel like I've talked about this with, wait a minute. We were reading The Psychology of Money. I need to get that book back. Anyway, we were reading The Psychology of Money, and they were talking about something similar to this concept. They were saying that if you see yourself as a person that makes 100K, you will do nothing. Wait, you will do everything to get to that 100K reality. But if you see yourself if you start making 150, you are going to you're going to get rid of that extra 50K because you don't see yourself as someone who makes 150. And I was like, that's so interesting. But it will keep your identity. It's so crazy because even you can like outgrow your own identity. What the heck? They don't tell you about this in school, you know? Like, you can outgrow who you think you are, but still, like, live in that. Oh my gosh. And I think, okay, I, my personal, um, um, my relation to this, I guess, is I grew up. People don't believe me when I say this, and in hindsight, I'm kind of like, I guess I was fine. But I felt like I was so ugly when I was a kid. I, my reality was that I was ugly. Like I was just chopped. I'm sorry. I keep trying to use my kids' language. They're rubbing off on me a lot. I don't know how to feel about it. But also, we're on Twitch, and I feel like I'm gonna be young and hip. I'm gonna be a young and hip Twitch girl with lingo. Um, but yeah, I felt like I was chopped for like most of my life, and then I don't know. I feel like maybe like during college, I started to realize like maybe I'm not actually, but I started to realize because of how I was treated, but I didn't feel it like myself, I didn't feel like I was like doing anything very different. And so I would still act in accordance with my old identity. If that make you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna stop saying if that makes sense and just I'm gonna try to stop saying it if that makes sense and just hope you understand. Ask questions if you need. But oh my gosh, that it's so odd to look back because I probably wasn't actually like that bad looking. Ooh, thank you. Welcome. One of my best friends is named Shayla. um, cool, cool, cool. Oh, I love that I'm getting word of mouth right now. Amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. I'm pretty cool or whatever. I do some talking sometimes, some writing sometimes, some art, a lot of art. We're gonna be doing art later, but right now we're looking at this amazing book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Okay. There was this I used to be more involved in like the book scene. Apparently, okay, so there was this bookstore that's it's called eCity Books. You are in the right place then. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that laugh out loud. Yep. Anywho, there's a bookstore in DC called eCity Books, and they had a 10-year anniversary Friday, and I wanted to go so bad, but didn't. I didn't. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming I'm doing that maybe a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Let's find out. I'm gonna do a quick cursory search. Wow, whoopsie daisy. Oh, so this bookstore had their 10-year anniversary party, and oh, I didn't get tickets in time. That's what it was. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Hold on. But I signed up for their email list, so I will go to the next event. They have like so many events actually. But they neo-expressionism in art. I am not that kind of artist. I'm more like this. This is more my vibe. Or like I have paintings like everywhere. Literally, it's crazy in here. You may have noticed. There's a lot of art. I don't have any really good examples over here right now. I guess like this kind of, or I was working on this one. Oh, and then I made one based off of Gris, this game I like. It's a wonderful, beautiful, it's so freaking beautiful. This game is so freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's like the most, I honestly didn't do it justice. But I did this Gris fan art. Anyway, let's get back to the book. I'm getting off track. But welcome. We will be doing art later. Yes. Okay. Where was I? Behavior that is incongruent with the self will not last. You may want more money, but if your identity is someone who consumes rather than creates, then you'll continue to be pulled towards spending rather than earning. You may want better health, but if you continue to prioritize comfort over accomplishment, you'll be drawn to relaxing rather than training. It's hard to change your habits if you never change your underlying beliefs that led to your past behavior. You have to change who you actually are. Just freaking crazy. What the heck? Hi, SSJ. Welcome. Reading Atomic Habits, the book of right now. I was gonna say the year, but I'm definitely gonna be on to the next book, like next week. Maybe not next week, but like soon. I also really want to reread Psychology of Money. I feel like the books are talking to each other in my head, and don't give him everything. Wait, what? Don't worry about Uncle Sam. Worry about yourself. Oh my gosh. Uncle Sam, at his big age, he can handle himself. Handle yourself, buddy. You go fight. No thanks. That's so good for you. I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna not do that. Oh, the whole point, my whole tangent about the bookstore was because they have authors there. And in hindsight, he wants a lot more than money, and I'm not really willing to cough it up. You can live for yourself more. Honestly, I had to realize that myself. I feel like my life was so boring. Like, I would just work and come home, maybe go out. I didn't have like nearly as many. I wouldn't really call the winery a hobby because I make money off of it. I guess kind of. But I mean, it's kind of nice to make money off your hobbies. I have always been a very strong believer that I wasn't bored, actually. I would just consume. I would watch shows and movies all the time. I wasn't even like a movie buff like that. I would just like watch like Family Guy and like Bob's Burgers, which actually I still do. I was watching it earlier. I recommended it. I love it. But like I was just doing like nothing. I was just filling my time. And maybe I wasn't bored, but I was boring. And like I had to realize like I can go do other things. Since then, I feel like late last year was like the actual like, dude, come on. You could do so much more. You could do so much more. What are you doing? Since then I've started taking care of plants, kind of. That one kind of like was thrown at me because people kept giving me plants. It's like, okay. But I've gotten more interested in it. I have plants now. I have plant babies. I do karaoke, which I think I'm gonna elevate into like actually doing like plays. Like there's a theater house, a community theater house nearby. And people keep telling me, like multiple people on different occasions have been telling me, like, you should do like acting, like you should do like plays and stuff. I'm like, I used to love doing theater, but then I got rid of it because I wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was professional. Literally, I could spend so many time, so many time. I could spend so much time, so many hours, also known as so many time, on Instagram. Yeah, my plant babies, I can introduce you. Yeah, plants, singing, just things I've always loved, but I really lost touch with. And I'm like, books, bro. Books. Even painting. And it's weird because I am a professional, like, art teacher. Like, I literally have to do art every day, but I wasn't painting. Uh, this right here stream has like helped me so much. Like, like, what? Having the accountability to be like, okay, I'm gonna bring you guys the update on the book every week has made me start reading a lot more. But like, people always say like, oh, I can't find the time. Yes, you can. You don't. You don't want to that bad. And you're not putting in, you're not putting in some kind of gauge. Like, "2 weeks for you to improve singing?" Also, projecting my voice in the classroom actually helped my singing voice a lot. I have this weird quirk. Oh my god, I don't usually tell people about this, but I guess I'm gonna tell you guys. It's not really a quirk. Honestly, I think it's a little bit of a medical problem. um, oh god. But okay. So sometimes, anyway, sometimes my like trachea, I think, can like get out of place. I don't know why it happens, and I have to like push it back in place. And it's kind of just normal to me now. Like, I'll be like, oh, my neck feels so uncomfortable. I'll like adjust it. Maybe everyone does that. I feel like everyone doesn't do it because every time I've told someone that, they're like, what the frick? Are you okay? You're just freaking like a bag of bones, just like clickety clacking. And I'm not really. But like, yeah, like sometimes it'll be uncomfortable and I have to like put it back in alignment. But since I have started projecting my voice, is how I'm gonna call it, how I'm gonna say it, at school, it's actually gotten a lot better. Like, I don't have as much of a, yep, ads your favorite. I don't have as much of a problem with it. Sometimes I do, but it's more rare. I used to have a problem with it all the time, especially when I would sing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what, I don't really, that's all I know about it. Like, sometimes I adjust it, but it used to happen when I started singing more and when I started really raising my voice in the classroom. It kind of fixed itself a little bit. I don't know, is there a doctor in here? But yeah, anyway. I don't know why I told you that. Oh, yeah, so follow your dreams, basically. Make time for the things you love. That was such a loose, like, I don't know how we got there. Anyway, I started making time for things that I like to do. I went to that art gala, which was so freaking awesome, except for falling. I've been reading more. I've started doing more with wine. Welcome back. I have just been doing more things. The amount of times I've been hiking in the last year, love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, next things I want to start implementing more or like doing more. I want to start swimming more. Also, I've been fitness has been kind of so-so. I've been back and forth, but I think honestly for me a little part of it is that I was trying to bite off more than I could chew with that. I need to have fitness goals that fit my lifestyle instead of trying to make my lifestyle fit my fitness goals. So instead of trying to hit the gym 10 days a week, I'm gonna try to hit the gym a reasonable amount of times. Because I also feel like, for me, my goals at the gym are not weight loss. Like, I want more flexibility, more strength. I want to be able to like pull myself up in an emergency. I saw I'm just saying. And I'm gonna go to my local pool more. That's another fitness thing that I think will be easier, and it coincides with my goal to be a better swimmer. Like, anyway, these are goals for the year. These are just things. Yeah, you'll be drawn to relaxing If you prioritize comfort over accomplishment, you'll be drawn to relaxing rather than training. It's hard to change your habits if you never change the underlying beliefs that led to your past behavior. Alright. It's one thing to say, I'm the type of person who wants this. It's something very different to say, I'm the type of person who is this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Have you ever met somebody? Oh my gosh. And like, sorry if this is you, but also like, take some action. Have you ever met somebody who is like, they are the opposite of this, where they feel like they are in their next level, but they're actually not. And they use the next level that they feel like they're in as qualifiers, or like as them 2 days a week, 6 days out of the month. Wait, what? Oh, 2 days for the schedule, like to schedule in. Yeah, I honestly think like, because I have stream 3 days a week, and then I'm not an early riser like that. I'm not going to be at the gym at 5 a.m. That's disgusting. Oh my god. That's like the most disgusting thing. And I really thought that I was going to be able to do that. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like, do you know yourself? LOL. But I do want to start going after school. There's other things I want to start doing too. I want to go, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on here, but I need to start small, bite size. Days off? No. My weekends, actually days off that I get, like random days, yes, those are perfect. And I always love going on those days. I feel like the crowd there is so interesting, because I'm like, why are you here on a Wednesday? Do you have a job? Do you work? Are you contributing to the society? Ha ha ha. Like, it's lunchtime. What? Anyway, I don't know. I think I also get those looks too, which is cool, because it's like, yeah, we all should maybe not be here, but here we are. Anyway, also I've noticed like at times like that, it's mostly like old people. Actually, they're probably retired. LOL. No, because even like grocery shopping on my days off, people are like, I got this burger one time. This man was staring me down. He was trying to figure out how, I think. I was like, I'm just a teacher. Like, you probably don't have kids that are in school right now, so you wouldn't know. But I actually love teaching. I love the time. But I need to use the time. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm like using it like level 1. Maybe level 3. But like the levels are unlimited. It's like solo leveling right now. And I'm not hitting the quotas. Did anyone see solo leveling? Do you think we're gonna get a second season? Because I've been waiting and dying. How do you skip 2 gym days? What? Oh, because I have been doing this for quite some time. I don't think I'm level 1, but I don't think that I'm like level 100 either. But also, I don't really know what these levels are. Obscure? That's not the word I was looking for. I think it starts with an A. Arbitrary. Okay. Yeah. The more pride you have in a particular aspect of your identity, the more motivated you'll be to maintain the habits associated with it. True behavior change is identity change. The goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. The goal is not to learn an instrument. The goal is to become a musician. What you do is an indication of the type of person you believe that you are, either consciously or non-consciously. And let me tell you about this non-consciousness, because this is something that they talk about here in this little footnote. That's what it's called. Okay. So he says non-conscious is the term I'm going to use because it is broad enough to encompass both the processes of the mind we could never consciously access and the moments when we are simply not paying attention to what surrounds us. Okay, this is something that I thought was really, really interesting. Because, okay, in a college I took this class. It was called interpersonal communication. That's why I'm such a good communicator. You guys thought I was just a yapper by nature? No, I studied to be a yapper, actually. I have my degree in yapology. Put some respect. Anyway, so there was this concept that we went across in class where you have 4 selves. Sorry, I thought this was really exciting. You have 4 selves. You have your, oh my god, it's so cool. I'm sorry, I think psychology is so freaking cool. I should have been a psychologist. Actually, that sounds like, I don't like that. I don't think I would like that. I like my job better. Never mind. But psychology is still really cool. Oh, this pen will work. Okay, you have 4 selves. You have the self that you know and that others know. You have the self that you know that nobody else knows. You have the self that others know that you don't know. I need to find a book on this because this is really freaking cool. One time jack of all trades, run fast once. What? What? And then you have the self that no one knows, not even yourself. And I thought that was an interesting concept because how could no one know? How could no one know a part of yourself? Okay. But it would have to be unconscious. So I think that in this 4 selves, in the 4 selves, the one that you know and others know, you don't think about that, that's like your Instagram personality. It's like your, well, I guess your friends know you too and stuff like that. Well, this one I think is the one that your friends know, where things that others know that you don't know. I'm sure my friends can tell me something things about me that would surprise me. Be like, oh, I do that. Or, I mean, people have gone through that. People go through that kind of like all the time, where someone tells you something about yourself and you're like, oh, what? Or you reject it because maybe you don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I have a bad habit of like telling people about themselves, and I'm realizing like I need to stop. Some people cannot handle hearing about themselves. Some people do, and the thing is, I do it because I always assume that people want to like are like as interested in psychology and improvement as me, and they're not. Like that, I should not be assuming that. But like I have made some people really angry doing that, and it's like, oh, got it, clocked. Okay, the self that you know that others don't know, obviously like your private self. But I think the one that no one knows, this one, I think, or I, my nose is stuffy, I can't breathe. Sorry for that noise. I think the one that nobody knows is kind of the one where people, like, it can become known, but it's like when people are like, oh, you don't know what you're capable of until you get to that situation. Like when people are like, oh, would you hit the dog or the people? I don't know. Like, you know that, what's the paradox or something, where you have the train on the trolley paradox. Wait. Trolley problem. The trolley problem, where you have, you know what, let me just show you. That's even better. Didn't know there were going to be diagrams, so let's do that. do not show. Don't show recommendations again. Maybe I should be using gosh darn Chrome instead, since you can give me ads about things I like. The thing that annoys me sometimes about ads is like, you're already spying on me 24/7. Like, I don't have interest in that, like use the cookies that I'm providing you. I don't know. What do you mean? Okay. Oh my god, I literally, that song is so like, oh, it like scratches my brain in the worst way. Why? Anyway. Okay, so here's the trolley problem. You're the driver. Yeah, that's true. I need to filter it and tell them like a little bit at a time. But sometimes you don't have time to tell them a little bit at a time. Sometimes you need to tell them everything right there because that's the last time they're going to see you. And maybe that's important because they could be thinking about that for the rest of their life and they can improve. I will take on that little bit. Is this movable or something? Oh. I will take on that little bit of embarrassment and maybe even anger for them to maybe one day be conscious. Anyway, okay. Absurd trolley problems. Level 1. Do you have 5 people on the track? You have one person here. And then there's oh, no, this is you. LOL. You can switch the track to get the one person or you can get the 5 people. What do? Actually, when I heard it, you were the driver. But I guess you're not. You're the track person. So what do? What do? You don't know until the moment. Ideally, you somehow stop the car. That doesn't seem possible here. Second best option. Or what? Huh? God has worked through you, silly. You have to help him out a little bit. He's not gonna come down and be like, I'm just gonna pick you up. What the heck? Okay, but I think the next best option is to switch it to the one person and then go and like grab them. But that depends on Prey is crazy. That depends on your physical ability and speed. I don't think that's very plausible. Then you get to like the not necessarily technical, what is it called in machine learning? Not machine learning. In maybe robotics? I don't know. Like I feel like the maybe technical next best is to let the one person die, but obviously that's inhumane. Humanity. That's inhumane. That's something like a robot would decide. Oh, well, duh. Simple math. Call the cops. They're gonna come and arrest you. Oh my gosh. But anyway, seriously. Oh, that's a gruesome way to die. Anyway. You don't know until time. I was like, where are we going with this? You don't know. You don't know that part about yourself. And how would anybody else? If you are stranded on a desert island for a month with your dog, is that dog coming home? You don't know. That could go to something the self another zone really quick. I say that because I saw this Kinds of Kindness. Somebody recommended that I watch that movie here actually, and I did, and it was so eerie. It's actually 3 short films. in one of the short films, this woman comes back from being stranded on a desert island. Not everybody made it back. And so everyone's asking her, like, so, so did you eat people? Like, were you eating people? Like, we know you, like, probably ate the people. Just asking, just questions, just wondering. And of course she's like, I'm not a cannibal, but like she probably ate the people. Like she probably ate them. She probably ate them, you know? Like, you really ate them. I bet you're hungry, huh? Anyway, so these are just, I thought that was so interesting. Psychology is so freaking cool. I don't understand how anybody cannot be interested in psychology. Like, what? Like, you use your brain every day, ideally. Unless you're a bot. It's so crazy that people are actually becoming bots. You know, I heard a conspiracy theory that the rise of AI usage is actually to make people dumber. It's already working. I've seen some first-hand examples, but like in adults who like did not grow up with the rise of AI, so it's really scary for the kids. I just teach art, not my business. But also homeschooling is an option. Homeschooling is an option. Just gonna remind you of that. Anyway, oh, I heard that the conspiracy is that they're going to make intelligence a utility. So you won't have it like already in your brain. Oh my god. Almost drowned. You don't have it in your brain, you have it on your phone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, can you imagine getting a subscription to your intelligence? What a dystopia. My god. Anyway, read up, guys. Listen to books. Educate yourself while there's still time. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I wish I was kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's get back to the book. That was a little tangent about non-conscious versus conscious. Back to our chapter. Just in time. When your behavior and your identity are fully aligned, you are no longer pursuing behavior change. You are simply acting like the type of person you already believe yourself to be. Which is way better. What the heck? There is internal pressure to maintain your self-image and behave in a way that is consistent with your beliefs. Even if you want to change, which is the scary part. Because, like, if you believe, like the smoker example, if you believe yourself to be a smoker, even if you're like, oh, I wish I could get my lungs back in working order. Oh my gosh, like, not for me. Yes, it is. If you make it. Copium? What is copium? Like opium? With two? Co-opium? Probably not. Anyway, but whatever. Or you can tell me more. LOL. Wow. That would be a crazy, actually, oh my gosh, I guess, how do people end up, like, addicted to drugs, like, hardcore drugs? I feel like the first time someone were to like offer me heroin, I would be like, nah, no thanks. I'm okay, actually. Dopamine is a hardcore drug. Ugh. But it's not that healthy for you. Wait, did I read Dopamine Nation with you guys? I should reread that one. It's so good. It's about the psychologist, and basically she talks about all of her, not all of her, but like some of her cases where the dopamine from doing an action was the catalyst. Let me go check the author. Or it was the catalyst for actually stopping the behavior sometimes. Like a lack of dopamine can be pretty healthy. We get overexposed, obviously, everyone knows this, but like figuring out how to balance it is the problem. And she solved it. Oh my gosh, we should reread it. Or we should read it together. 1 second. Oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack. I went to my little library and was looking for my book, but it's actually it's right there. You guys were sitting on it, so like if you could scooch over, that would be great. Just kidding. Oh, that's not the book I want to read. Yeah, I have like a book stack kind of contraption happening here. Don't worry about it, but I'm just gonna find. Okay, her name is Anna Lembke, MD. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Your identity, ooh, this one. Becoming the best version of not this one. We'll get to it. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. That's just a sentence, but that is going to be a lifetime gosh darn experience and practice. That's a lot, actually. It's crazy. Honestly, some people never grow past, I mean, they grow, but some people don't actually like mentally develop. It's really sad to see in adults, like, especially when there's so much information out here. Like, God. My goodness. Anyway, I'm not saying you have to be like an academic. You don't have to be like a freaking psychologist. But a healthy curiosity for the world it can go a long way. 2-step process to changing your identity. Your identity emerges out of your habits. You are not born with preset beliefs. Every belief, including those about yourself, is learned and conditioned through experience. More precisely, your habits are how you embody your identity. When you make your bed each day, you embody the identity of an organized person. Guys, that was a revelation. I was like, what do you mean? Because I feel like I've heard that a million bajillion times. People are like, oh yeah, make your bed in the morning. I'm not sure, but like you probably have heard it as well. They're like, oh yeah, you want to start like being in the 5 a.m. club? Make your bed every morning. And they don't tell you anything else about it. I personally am somebody who needs reasonings behind things. Sometimes people don't like that because I'm not going to just do whatever you say just because you say it. Give me a reason. Like, give me but like why? Like, help me to understand what you're seeing that I'm not seeing. And I feel like that's part of being a lifelong learner, but it's also like make an educated decision. You know, give me all the facts. Because I might not agree. However, so many times I've heard that you need to make your bed in the morning. This will help you feel like you've accomplished something. No, it won't. I literally, like, okay, it might look cute, whatever. There's no freaking reason. For me, I don't care. I literally don't care. Like, my bed looks like a mess right now. Why would I make it for some list of things that some random person on the internet said I should be doing? I wouldn't. But I would make it to start embodying the identity of an organized person. That I loved that. This book is answering questions that I didn't even know I had. Cause like doing it in itself, it's like basically it's like saying it's like the idea that you're being goal oriented versus process oriented. Oh my gosh, like embody the identity through the process, or be that person and do the things that that person would do. You don't look at the goal like, I want to be a 5 a.m.er. I don't want to be 5 a.m. club. Like, who cares about that? And even the 5 a.m. club is really just like a checklist. It's an idea of who you could be or who someone else is. Though I had to stop subscribing to that because I have met some successful people who don't do any of that stuff. Success looks different for everybody, and there's no like cut and dry path or destination, really. Like for some people, like they talk about in most of the finance books, like the psychology of money, the goalpost is always going to keep moving. But you have to learn to be satisfied with your life. Honestly, that is key. I feel like right now I have been having such life satisfaction that I haven't felt in like quite a long time. I mean, there's plenty of room for improvement, don't get me wrong, but I have started to just do the things that I like to do. Oh my gosh. And I've given myself more grace and more opportunity to like try new things. I feel like, I don't know. I think reading these books has helped me. Honestly, Stream has been like a huge catalyst. Like, thank you guys. It's been like a huge catalyst in like changing my life. That's wild. Thank you guys. Oh, much love. Yeah. Oh my gosh, like wow. Anywho, when you write each day, you embody the identity of a creative person. When you train each day, you embody the identity of an athletic person. In fact, the word identity was originally derived from the Latin word essentius, which means being, and identitum. Oh, that's what I said. Which means repeatedly. Your identity is literally your repeated beingness. This is the part I was talking about earlier. Love that. Your repeated beingness. In other words, your habits. The more evidence you have for a belief, the more strongly you'll believe it. So you have to start building your case. That's what I said. You should build your case. Build your case for the self that you think you want to be. It's kind of unfortunate, I think, also the goal-oriented life, because there is an emptiness. I'm sure you've heard about it, where people are like, yeah, it's not as good as I thought. It's not really what I imagined. You don't know what it's going to be like. Anyway, um, the effect of one-off experiences tends to fade away, while the effect of habits gets reinforced with time. One-off experiences being the goals. In this way, the process of building habits is actually the process of becoming yourself. I'm gonna read that one again. This book is so good. It's so good, wow. In this way, the process of building habits is actually the process of becoming yourself. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you will become. Well, the book says every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. But I crossed that. I was like, I don't think that's accurate based on what you said. I think you just will become that person. Because it's not like every habit you have is something you wish to keep. Even if it is part of your identity. Sometimes especially then you feel the biggest need to get rid of it. It's not like people don't know that they have bad habits. It's that they are comfortable. You get used to it. You feel like you're not being true to yourself without your bad habits sometimes. Oh, gosh. And change is hard. Also, like, there are so many excuses you can make to not do something. There's so many. Literally. Some of them may even be valid. But it also means that you really didn't want it. Like you just didn't want it that bad. Or you're lazy. Or, I don't know. Maybe something really bad happened. No, I can't even, because I have seen people take Ray Charles. How do you freaking learn to play the piano and you can't see it? I'm just saying. If there's a will, there's a way. Basically. In any election, there are going to be votes for both sides. This I love. Cast your vote for the self that you want to be, but also don't expect yourself to be perfect. Nobody is. Your goal is simply to win the majority of the time. New identities require evidence. If you keep casting the same vote you've always cast, you're going to get the same result you've always had. There's a two-step process that they say. 1, decide the type of person you want to be. For me, this would definitely involve writing it down. I just think there's so much energy in writing something down. And it's a great, I think it's called a mnemonic device, to help you remember things. I used it in college all the time. When I need to study something or remember something, I would just write it over and over. And you can recall that easier. That's how easy it is. It's easiest and easier. Easier. I don't even think those are the you know what? We're gonna just chug right on past that. Haha. Okay. Many people aren't sure where to begin. They know the results. They want to get 6-pack abs or feel less anxious or double their salary. That's fine. Start there and work backwards from the results you want to the type of person who can get those results. Who is the type of person who could write a book? Now your focus shifts from writing a book, outcome-based, to being the type of person who is consistent and reliable, identity-based. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. It's a two-way street. The formation of all habits is a feedback loop. A concept that we'll explore in a later chapter. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Like, explain it to me right now! Explain it to me right now! Why do we already talk about this? The first step is not what or how, but who. Fundamentally, habits can help you achieve all those things, but fundamentally, they're not about having something. They're about becoming someone. This book is so good. Oh my gosh, always focus on the identity. Ooh, did I do 3 chapters? Okay, let's do one more. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, I read more than I thought. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Psychologist Edward Thorndike in 1898 was studying the behavior of animals, and he started working with cats. He would put a cat inside a device known as a puzzle box. The cat would then escape the box and get the food that was outside. So initially, the cat doesn't know how. They have to do a signal. They have to push a button or something. Obviously, the first time the cat doesn't know that. Here are the seconds it took for the cat to learn it and then make it automatic. First time. Okay, cat 12 took these many times to do it. First time it took 160 seconds, then 30, then 90, 60, 15, 28, 20, 30, 22, 11, 15, 20, 12, 10, 14, 10, 8, 8, 5, 10, 8, 6, 6, 7. So it became 5 seconds. 5 seconds. When it took 160 seconds initially. That is crazy. That isn't even that many tries. Can you imagine if you tried something that many times to make it automatic? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And there were ups and downs. Sometimes it was faster, sometimes it was slower after being faster. But that's the process of learning. Oh my gosh, that's the process of learning, dude. You have to expect that. During the first 3 trials, the average was 1.5 minutes, and the last 3 trials, it was 6.3. Pretty good. Behaviors followed by satisfying consequences tend to be repeated. The process of habit formation begins with trial and error. Don't forget the and error. You can't expect to be perfect at something initially. With practice, okay. The feedback loop behind all human behavior is try, fail, learn, try differently. With practice, the useless movements fade away and the useful actions get reinforced. That is habit forming. Your habits are just a series of automatic solutions that solve the problems and stresses you face regularly. Right? Right? If you're always late, wake up earlier. Know a time. For me, another thing that's been helpful in being on time is knowing what time I need to be out in order to get there early or on time. Either way. If I see that the clock, or also overestimating how much time it says from the Maps app. They don't know anything. Anyway, but overestimating that time that it's going to take. And then figuring out what time I need to be leaving. Habits are simply reliable solutions to recurring problems in our environment. A choice that once required effort is now automatic. Whenever possible, the conscious mind... Oh, this is the part I was talking about. Okay. Hold on. This is the part I was talking about. Ouch! It still hurts. Anyway. Okay. This is the part I was talking about that connects to thinking fast and slow. Sorry, the book's right there. But whenever possible, a conscious mind likes to pawn off tasks to the non-conscious mind to do automatically. Ugh. Okay, you know another thing I love about reading? I love when the authors I'm reading read each other. I don't know if that is the case here. Oh. I can't forget I have this. I don't know if that's the case here, but it's really cool. Like when one quotes another one, I'm just like, oh my god, you guys are friends. I kind of like wish that like the authors I read were friends. That'd be so cute. It'd be like it's like the like a renaissance, you know, like when all the artists are working together and they're like, oh yeah, like, oh yeah, my friend Picasso, oh yeah, my friend Degas, like, what the heck? What the heck? Anyway, very cute. I know, that was just a text-to-text connection really quick. Habits do not restrict freedom, they create it. This part. Oh my goodness. If you're always being forced to make decisions about simple tasks, when I should work out, where do I go to write, when do I pay the bills, then you have less time for freedom. Okay, this is so true. This is another thing, this is like a 5 a.m. club trick. But basically to plan your outfit for the next day. I know a lot of people don't really care about their outfits or what they're wearing. But I do. That can really derail a morning. Oh my gosh. If I don't have clothes that are that go together, if I can't put together a color coordinated, well-fitting outfit in the morning, the day is over. It's done. Like, you didn't even get a chance to start. It's over. Done. Donezo. I'm just saying. Like, that will take off everything else. Or if I waste that time looking and then I don't find anything and I have to wear an ugly outfit. Those are the worst. Oh, those are the worst. Those are the worst days. Like, those are the worst days. Those are the worst days. Not feeling confident in how I look. Disgusting. I hate that. I mean, at least in what can I control? I can control. Building habits in the present allows you to do more. Also realize, like, I dress up. Like, people think what I think of as like normal casual wear, people think of as dressing up. Like, I mean, I guess I told you guys earlier a little bit, like, I only had like skirts, slacks, and dresses until like 2 years ago. I never wore jeans. I once was talking to somebody and they were like, oh my god. We were talking about outfits and stuff and like attire. And she was like, oh yeah, I had to go get some jeans. And I was like, oh my gosh, me too. This was like about the time I just got my jeans. And I was like, oh yeah, me too. Like, I literally had no jeans. Like, I realized like I had to like wear something more versatile and like comfy for school. She was like, oh, what? No, I mean like to dress up. I was like, jeans are dressing up? My mind was blown. I was like, oh, we have such different ideas of dressing up. Like, we have such different ideas. She's like, yeah, no, I usually wear leggings. I also think it's different for some people to wear leggings and than it is for others. So, like, I never wear leggings. Like, outside, leggings and like sweatpants are for the gym or at home. Like, not for like a casual day. In my opinion. For me. Everybody does what they want to do, but I don't do that. Building habits in the present allows you to do more of what you want in the future. Make those time slots. Make sure you have those clean clothes. I've had to start I have like my regular rotation of clothes that are like no-brainers. Like if I have these, I can make an outfit. Make sure those are clean. Oh shoot, tomorrow's Monday. Oh no. Oh. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I haven't seen my Monday class in so long actually. They've been asking me like, what are we gonna do? We miss you. Like, yeah, same. Today we spent, so they are talking about our prehistoric ancestors versus today and cues versus rewards. So they say today, wow, it's already, we've spent this whole time on reading and writing, lol. I don't think we're gonna get to painting. I still have like quite a bit left, lol. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so I think one section per stream. Or maybe less chapters, sorry. I thought we were gonna paint today, we're not. We're not painting today, sorry. Today we spend most of our time learning cues that predict secondary rewards like money, fame, power, and status. Primary rewards were like our prehistoric rewards, food, water, sex. Of course, these pursuits also indirectly improve our odds of survival and reproduction, which is a deeper motive behind everything we do. Cues. So cues, you're gonna keep an eye out for those. 2 is cravings. They are the motivational force behind every habit. What you crave is not the habit itself, but the change in state it delivers. You do not crave smoking a cigarette. You crave the feeling of relief it provides from your, what is it called? You crave the relief it has. You're not motivated by brushing your teeth, but rather the feeling of a clean mouth. You don't want to turn on the television, you want to be entertained. Every craving is linked to a desire to change your internal state. The response to the actual habit you perform, which can take the form of a thought. You don't actually crave water, you crave hydration. You crave not dying, not being a raisin. Internal states. We're going here. The response is the actual habit you perform, which can take the form of a thought or an action. Depends on how motivated you are and how much friction is associated with the behavior. If a particular action requires more physical or mental effort than you are willing to expend, then you won't do it. A habit can only occur if you are capable of doing it. If you want to dunk a basketball but can't jump high enough to reach the hoop, well, it is what it is. Water is the best. It's so delicious. And it's fun. And it's a little dangerous. But mostly it's so delicious and fun and helpful. Rewards are the end goal of every habit. Wait, no, we mixed one. We have cue, craving. Oh, response. Response to the actual habit you perform, yes. And then reward. Rewards are the end goal of every habit. They satisfy us and they teach us. The first purpose of rewards is to satisfy your craving. Yes, rewards provide benefits on their own, or satisfy your craving, whatever it is. Second, rewards teach us which actions are worth remembering in the future. Just like the cat in the cage thing. SSJ. What does the crave for knowledge fall? Probably to be smarter and be able to make more educated decisions, be able to speak more fluently in different circles. I don't know. It depends on every person, I suppose. And what knowledge you're seeking. stuffy. This is crazy. Yeah, I'll say that is a question for each to answer on their own. Also, welcome, Slick. Personally, I like knowledge because I think it's interesting, and I like knowing how to navigate the world. I mean, most of the books I read are either psychology, business, finance, or personal development. So I'm gonna be a better person who's more literate financially and oh my gosh, in books, I guess. Okay. Eliminate the cue and your habit will never start. Reduce the craving and you won't experience enough motivation to act. Make the behavior difficult and you won't be able to do it. And if the reward fails to satisfy your desire, then you'll have no reason to do it again in the future. Let me finish underlining this really quick. Okay, so here's a diagram talking about what we just spoke about. The habit loop starts with a cue always. Craving, response, reward. In the previous chapter, we were talking about how this is based off of some other books. Where are they? Let's see if I have them. B.F. Skinner's book. Oh no, B.F. Skinner didn't have a book, but they first proposed stimulus, response, reward, and then Charles Duhigg had The Power of Habit, which talks about cue, routine, and reward. So we added in craving, which I think is an important part to add in, especially with some of the habits that they're talking about. Like, it's not just like, oh, you see it and so you do it. You see it and you want to do it. That's why you do it in the first place. I think that's an important one to add. Cue triggers a craving, which motivates the reward, a response, which provides a reward, which satisfies the craving, and ultimately it becomes associated with the cue. So it becomes associated with the cue. It becomes associated with the cue. Okay. And it's an endless feedback loop. So if your cue, like we were talking about earlier, this is where they end up talking about the light switch. You don't register every single part of that process. You go into a dark room and you're like, you flick on the light. It's a no-brainer. Like, duh, why would I not flick the light on? Like, it's dark in here. But actually, it's because you can't see. And your brain is like, oh, darkness, find the light switch. All of this happens in like no time. It's kind of crazy. Okay, here are some other examples. Cue, craving, response, reward. Cue, your phone buzzes with a new text message. Craving, you want to learn the context of the message. Response, you grab your phone and read it. Reward, you satisfy your craving, read the message. And grabbing your phone becomes associated with your phone buzzing. Cue, you wake up. Craving, you want to feel alert. Response, you drink a cup of coffee. Reward, you satisfy your craving to be alert, and you learn that when you wake up, you should have a cup of coffee. It becomes associated with waking up. Let's do one more. You smell a donut shop as you walk down the street near your office. You begin to crave a donut. You buy a donut and eat it. You satisfy your craving to eat a donut. Buying a donut becomes associated with walking down the street near the office. This is so true. I feel like it also doesn't even take that long for these to become habits, which is kind of scary. Like, you can easily, I remember last year I had a habit of getting like a little bag of cookies This is before I started like meal prepping and like really taking my health more seriously. But I would go and get a bag of cookies like every day, like from the like teacher's lounge. And that was crazy. And I was rationalizing it to myself. I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm hungry and it's like $2. What? It's like $2 to get like pasta and sauce from Giant. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah, but it was just became like normal. And I fixed it now. But sometimes I still look at it and I'm just like, I remember you. But I don't want to do that anymore. Actually, I've just stopped doing it. There's that difference in vernacular. Okay, how to create a good habit and how to break a bad habit. We will end on this right after this short break. Alrighty, last note from the book for tonight. I totally lost the page. Let's close. Oh my gosh. I just need to blow my nose really quick. Okay. Could you guys hear that? Oh my god, I forgot to mute. Embarrassing. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. How to create a good habit. The first law which is the cue, make it obvious. Law 2 for the craving, make it attractive. Law 3, make it easy. And law 4, make it satisfying for the reward. If you invert the laws, this is how you stop a bad habit. Inversion of the first law, make it invisible. Instead of craving, or inversion of the second law of the craving, make it unattractive. Inversion of the third law, which is response, make it difficult. And inversion of the fourth law, which is the reward, make it unsatisfying. When you want to change your behavior, ask yourself, how can I make it obvious? How can I make it attractive? How can I make it easy? And how can I make it satisfying? And these are the basic first building blocks of creating a new habit or breaking a bad one. I'm so excited to read the next next chapter, which is going to be the first law, making it obvious. So your cues, you want to do, I wonder if it does both making it obvious and making it hidden, invisible. Make it obvious. And that's where we're going to start next time. See you next Sunday. Or we could play some Detroit. No, let's see you next Sunday. I have to cook my chicken. I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye-bye. Much love. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Ciao, Bella. And more. Have a wonderful week. Have a great evening. And I hope you learned something today. A thing or two. Bye-bye.